today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Washington football team taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
Well, this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Washington football team. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now the second down throw on target. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. 10 carries, 72 yards.
And partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Demarcus Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point attempt to follow here. A touchdown for Washington. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, the former Houston Cougar, Case Keenum.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us and stay in sync in this one.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 20.
From the gun, it's Keenum. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. That one a first down pickup of 8. From the 50, it's Keenum. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Keenum. This is Cobb with a catch right side.
Complete.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Lets it fly deep for Cobb, and that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Matt Hawk in
on 4th down. Matt Hawk is on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here is Washington now to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against the Baltimore Ravens, and they have the lead here as well. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
2nd down. It's Robinson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
On the stop.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Man open left side is Brown. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
This play started with the protection. You have to have it to give your quarterback time to let routes develop downfield. And then it's on him to locate an open man, and he does just that. Play callers love 4 vertical routes because receivers can be open at any time downfield, often for big gains.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's the third-year man from Oregon. It's Royce Freeman. Blake Martinez, 2nd in the league in tackles last year, gets another there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8. At the 20.
They'll run here with Robinson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Washington 10. Rams nothing.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down the defense.
1st and 10. At their own.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Keenum now to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
33-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That's good.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This short throw caught by Goddard, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. Larry Fitzgerald still at it. He has 2 touchdown receptions. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Mecole Hardman, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Russell Gage, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. L.A. readies for its next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy. I just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Singletary, and he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. Brings up second.
On 2nd and 11 now. Keenum. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and the 11.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
A loss of a yard. And it's 4th
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. First possession of the second half now for Washington. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
2-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and...
Again, it's Robinson.
James Robinson.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
Robinson.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. L.A. set to take over again on offense. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Keenum. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And that is Allen still down following the play. Appears to be shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it to give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game. Just his second incompletion, and we're in the fourth quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
38-yard line.
They run. Robinson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. So third down. They need to get to the 28 for a first.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Miles Jack with a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Keenum. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And it's 3rd down.
Keenum. Open man is Cameron Batson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now a first down throw. Keenum. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Boyle. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
A gain of 5. Bring
Keenum to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down, Los Angeles.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Keenum's pass.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Keenum's pass.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Mike Edwards picks it off.
Keenum's pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen. You'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
So a victory here for the Washington football team.
And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. For the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket, and that's what they've got going forward.
So for Washington,
they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.